Okay, so pull out your list for the full torso muscles. We're going to go over those. This part I think is probably the easiest to me. You have pectoralis major, and I pulled two models here so you can see from either one. There's pectoralis major, that's the large chest muscle. Of course, what it's attached to that doesn't move is the clavicle, the sternum, right here's your clavicle, your sternum, and then the ribs. But what does move, it flexes and adducts, ADD, towards the midline of the body. It rotates arm medially. So here, right, but this is the major muscle, the large muscle on your chest. You can see it right here, and then also on this model here and here. Okay, going right down your list, pectoralis minor, you can see. If I take this pectoralis major off, you can see the pectoralis minor right here, and it is kind of serrated, but it's not serratus anterior. Let me pull this right here. Pectoralis right here. Okay, so that would be pectoralis minor. Okay, serratus, like the serrated end of a knife, it's going to be right here on your side. Serratus anterior, pectoralis minor. Right here you can see serratus anterior right here. It looks nice. So it's like the serrated edge of a knife. So pectoralis major, pectoralis major, minor, serratus anterior. Serratus anterior. There is a serratus posterior, but it's not on your list. Okay, external is on the outside. Intercostals is in between the ribs. And so you can see it really nicely on this model. That's why I pulled both models. External intercostals and internal intercostals. I-N-T-E-R means between, costals is ribs. So there's external intercostals and internal intercostals, and you can see that they are right here in between the ribs. The latissimus dorsi is next. Big back muscle you can see here, or let me turn around this guy. I should give him names, shouldn't I? Latissimus dorsi, big back muscle right here. So it's the big muscle on the lower part of the back. Rectus abdominis is the muscles of the abdominal that are going straight up and down. Rectus abdominis. Right here, rectus abdominis, rectus abdominis. Internal intercostals. We already did that one. Sorry, it's right here. Internal, I got out of line, that's why I said this is external and this is internal intercostals. Okay, looking at your list now, transverse abdominis, that's going to be these going sideways, transverse abdominis. Okay, and then these are obliques. It's not on your list, but it should be. And then the diaphragm is the muscle, if I take this apart, the muscle that separates the respiratory, the lungs, and the digestive system. It's the muscle that separates the thoracic cavity from the digestive cavity, the abdominal cavity. Here we go. Let's move these back. Okay, the diaphragm is this muscle right here underneath the lungs. It separates the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. So this muscle right here, and if I pull all this apart, here we just do it. You can see it's right here. Separate. It's a dome-shaped muscle that helps with breathing. The diaphragm connects. The insertion is the central tendon of the diaphragm. It's a dome-shaped muscle, and it helps with breathing. Okay, I'm going to pause the video, put all this back together, and we're going to review the abdominal muscles. Okay, so have your list out. Remember, the best thing you have is the list and those images. That's the most valuable thing for you to really be able to prepare at home. But okay, pectoralis major is, whoops, I've removed it from both my models. Here we go, sorry. Pectoralis major, right here, pectoralis major. Pectoralis minor, right here. Pectoralis minor. Serratus anterior, I'm going right down the list. Serratus anterior. External intercostals. Latissimus dorsi is on the back, large muscle on the back. Right here. Latissimus dorsi. Rectus abdominis, right here. That's your abs. Internal intercostal is closer towards the sternum. Transverse abdominis, you can see it nicely on this model. You can see it going. So this is rectus abdominis. This is transverse abdominis, going sideways. And then the diaphragm, we said, is the dome-shaped muscle connected to the central tendon of the diaphragm, helps with breathing. It separates the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. This really important muscle for breathing. Okay, hope that was helpful.